On this week's episode, we do some CPR and first aid. Ricky buys 7 kilograms of squid. We show you how far we've come with Lady Africa. Ricky cuts some of our marine plywood. And my mom comes and visits. We're off to go do our first aid.
I need to do it because of my skippers.
And I'm doing it because I just need to know how to save Ricky's life. No, it's always good to know.
This by placing one hand on their forehead to tilt the head back, while placing the index and middle finger of your other hand under their chin to lift in an upward motion. If you suspect a major
So Mr. Ricky here decided he's gonna buy some
Choka, squid, calamari. But this guy came around, and I know him from the boats there, and he's like, he wants 200 bucks for 7 kilos. So I was like, okay, cool, I'll give you 200 bucks. That's like, what, $18 at today's rate for 7 kilos? Can't say no to that. And I love calamari.
I'm not a fan. So I don't know how Ricky's gonna eat 7 kilograms by himself.
I'm gonna feed it to someone, and I'm gonna disguise it as fish fillets.
No thank you.
So that's how much I got. And there's a fresh calamari. See? It's gonna be good. So in this episode, you guys will see how we clean a calamari, or a squid, or a choka as known in South Africa. So you first split the tentacles from the body. You just pull on it and she pops out. And then I like to take a pair of scissors and I cut just below the eyes. And then make sure you get the beak out. So the beak would be usually in there. So you take that out. And then you got your tentacles, and that will go into the tentacle pile. And then you grab the body, a piece of the skin. The skin just comes off like that, quite easily. Some people like keeping these, some people just pull them off. If you want to pull them off, it's pretty much just grabbing there, and you pull that off. You grab that side, pull that off. And you take your scissors, nice and sharp scissors, and you split it down the middle, up to the top. There's a little shell that you make sure you get that out. That you can give it a little rinse down. And that's pretty much your calamari steak. So the good part that you're going to eat now are these two. The calamari steak and your little tentacles.
We used any of the parts of the squid that we weren't going to eat, and we gave it to the fishes.
So we got our makeshift press going on here. So at the bottom we just got a plain whiteboard of melamine, and what we did is we added some mold release onto it, and we got our first lamination going on over there, and that's a 10mm marine ply onto a 15mm marine ply, which give us a total of a 25mm. And the only reason I did it is because I couldn't get one, a 25mm. So we put epoxy put epoxy on one sheet, put epoxy on the other sheet, put them together, and we leveled this board before we laid them on. And I just got a whole bunch of everything that I could find, some steel and everything lying around. Put as much weight as I can on it. And then this is another board that we just sealed the one side of it, and that's going to be our new floorboard. So this will be the bottom side because of the wax that releases out of the epoxy. So you can put a layer of peel ply if you want, and then pull that off, and then there'll be no wax and you can paint that. But I'll be happy as long as it's just sealed on the other side. I mean, the previous ones weren't even sealed on the bottom side, so that's what we got going on here. And hopefully Monday we'll start building the new stuff. So I just want to show you guys how far we've gotten. there's a anti-foul pretty much down, and so the green stuff you see here, that's epoxy primer, and the white that you see coming off there, that's the gel coat. So our plan is to take it just above the gel coat, and then we'll epoxy primer everything again, and then we'll apply 4 layers of anti-fouling. So that's what it looks like once I've cut out the floor. And the reason I did that is because there's a hatch on here, hatch on there, and then the centerpiece, and then there's those underneath partitions, and I really thought it was a crap design and layout. Not to say that I'm going to leave it out. It was badly glassed in, so if I do put it back, I'll glass it in properly. And so that's the kind of current state that it's in, and once we finish, I'll give you the update. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a 50mm PVC pipe, and I'll run that around, and then just wherever I want to add in, I'll just leave a space in between there, so you can pull out a new pipe if you want, a new cable in there. And then as long as I don't have my electrical and my plumbing together, in my opinion personally, that'll be fine. So keep that away from each other. And then I've picked up some interference. You don't want to run comms cables with 220 volts. With the 12 volt seems to be fine, but with the 220 volts, when you run them together, seems like sometimes you get a bit of interference. And I know that's the electronics. And I've picked it up with a few other things. So that's the only thing I'm going to change, is run the 220 and comms cables separate. And then I'll run PVC pipes to run all the cables around, so I have PVC running right through. So at a later stage, if you want to pull cable, you'll just be able to stick it in there, and I'll leave a draw wire in there, and I'll just pull it through and then put a draw wire back in. Sorry for the wind, guys, but I just finished taking off that wind. There was an extra winch on here, so I thought it was unnecessary, so I took that off. And I'm removing these vents, and simply they're just not as good as I want, and I'm going to install some nice windows in there, and so both of these will be coming out. Let me show you how much deck space. See, it just clears up that front area there, so just get all of that away. What are we doing?
So we're busy making templates for our marine ply, so that we don't stuff it up, because marine ply is expensive. So we got this Squid board, so we can make templates, and if we stuff up on this, we don't stuff up on the wood, so we get the wood perfect.
So we've made our templates, which we fitted them into the boat. Now we just put them down on these marine ply boards, and we've sealed the bottom side already on these. And so now we lay them down, mark them out, take them off, and then we'll make a cut. And obviously you try and lay them out that you have the least amount of waste. What are you doing?
I'm busy loosening the fittings.
What fittings are you losing?
The taps.
For the taps?
Yes.
Okay.
This thing, that's what I'm
Coming right?
Those.
Yeah.
Pulling them loose so we could take our taps out. Our faucets out.
Good job. Because why?
Because we're going to change up our bathroom and get rid of this. Rather dabbing in the tubbing.
We're testing out if the tub's made for two.
Definitely ain't.
We decided to take out our tub and our sink to fit in a shower and a smaller sink.
What are you doing?
I need to buy new tools.
Why?
Because sometimes I say buy cheap, because it's not going to work that hard. And
then
ends
it
up
blows up.
bloody cutting 10 plywood boards, which it's not made for. So I might need to get another one, but I'm considering buying a better one than this.
So, the sexy beast got a haircut today.
I was on the way from us to get to the marina, so I've decided a haircut is due. I'm used to cutting my hair every 3 weeks, and that's been like 6 weeks now, so feels good again. And the beard I'm growing, Simone said now I must grow the beard until we launch the boat, so it takes some getting used to, as it's the first beard I'm ever growing.
I decided to do some woodwork before we had to go pick my mom up from the airport. We came to visit and see how far we got with the boat.
Mom, is it nice being here with us?
Yes, I enjoy it.
Do you enjoy
Nice
it?
seeing you guys again.
What do you think of our boat?
I think it's going to look amazing when it's done. You guys did a lot of work. Really, I'm so surprised. But it's going to be awesome.
And didn't you want to stay in my mom's hotel room tonight? Look how nice and big her bed is.
The bed definitely feels softer than ours.
Ricky was in ultimate relaxation mode after a week of hard work.
So we've just dropped Simone's mom off at the hotel, and we're in her room, and check out this view, man.
It's amazing.
Jeez, today I wish we could. we got all our money in our boat, so that's what it'll be. And hopefully one of these days when we get to Florida and Cuba and Mexico and maybe even a little Texas, we can have some awesome views too. But yeah, let me show you guys the view. That's my view. You guys get this view. Check it there. It's a bit dry now because we're going through a drought in South Africa, or in some parts of South Africa for that. So I don't know if you guys can see this, but this is the first time I see it too. So those lights that you're seeing out there, that's Choco or Squid boats, and they come out at night and they target the squid at night.
We went to the boardwalk to go have dinner with my mom, and we watched this really cool water light show. Of course, we had to go to our favorite restaurant, Spur, and we had some drinks and really good grub.
Morning everyone, how's it going? Hope you guys are having a good time watching this video and you guys are relaxing. We just want to let you guys know that quality time with family is something that everyone should value and take some time off. And so Simone's mom invited us to go for breakfast by her at the hotel, so we couldn't say no.
Because it's buffet breakfast.
So yeah, we're super keen for that. And then last night when we dropped her off, we saw that there's a swimming pool
A
there.
heated indoor swimming pool.
So we thought, maybe we can sneak in a little swim today. And because it's raining like crazy, work will go on, so we're gonna try and sneak away from the boat, go do some breakfast and maybe a swim a little bit later. So we're gonna still go get some materials. PE, or the whole southern part of South Africa, has been in like a serious drought. Very big water restriction usages and all of that and so forth. So it's raining today and we're super stoked that get the animals some water and some grass, some water, and everything can get green again.
And the farmers can get water.
Yeah, I'll show you, man, the farmers are struggle whenever it's times like this. So glad that you take the time. Also think about them, you know, it's not always great when it rains, you can't really work on the outside and whatnot, but sometimes there's a bigger picture. So yeah, we're super stoked that it's raining. Let's go have a buffet!
Nice gloomy rainy day today. We had an amazing breakfast. What you having for breakfast, Chris?
Well, this is just my starter.
Bon appetit.
Bon appetit.
So, my mom's giving Ricky more work to do. He's trying to fix her shoe for her. How's it going there, honey?
Darling, I'm in control, so it's going good.
Show everyone how you're fixing the shoe.
Okay, the sewing looks bad at the moment, but I'll trim the end off there. And just sewing that thing off.
Honey. Is it nice?
So good. Come plumb in.
How's that sound?
Oh, so good.
Was it nice?
No one chased us away, so it was great. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this episode. Really appreciate it. And we're pushing hard, and there's a whole bunch of things that we want to show you guys. So keep on watching our videos. So a couple of people have sent us emails asking us, listen, how do we become patrons? And so I think the best thing would be for us to release a video showing you guys, you know, how you follow the links. We've got 2 new people. We want to thank you so much. There's our 2 new patrons.
We'd like to say thank you to Emile DeToy and Chase Mixon for your donations. We truly appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys.
We'll be getting out content to you guys soon for patrons only. We're working on it.
Another thing, guys, that I wanted to follow up with you guys. So a couple of people have been telling us, oh listen, we're going to improve our sound and whatnot. We're shooting with $2,000 camera at the moment. It's freaking expensive. We've got a dead cat, we've got a Rode microphone, we've got all of that already. The sound that you guys are complaining about is background sound, and I'll show you why. Half of our videos I shoot off my phone, and it just makes it easier to carry around. I can't put the camera inside the boat because of the dust and all of that. It's a really expensive piece of equipment, and I really want, hopefully this camera can last us for the whole time while we're sending videos. We can't really afford to replace the camera, so I am shooting with my cell phone, so bear with me. The time that you guys are hearing that, it's coming off my phone. There's a lot of things that we're still going to show you guys. Hang in there with us. We're going to take you right through this whole project till she's done, she's sailing. We're really gonna build something nice, hopefully.
Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to our channel below if you haven't done it already, and watch our previous videos if you haven't already. Stay tuned for next week's episode.
Ciao.